Welcome in, everybody. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the disconnects and stuff because I don't know. I thought that we had this issue in the rear view. Apparently, we do not. Apparently, we still just have disconnects randomly. Let's get some encounters going. If you guys don't know, from the title and everything else, we're doing Safari Week. And I guess this is just... It goes until next weekend. So I kind of, as long as I have a decent time with this, I am planning to just do a bunch of Safari Zone hunts. I've never found a shiny in the Safari Zone. They can run away in the Safari Zone. So it's doing me a bit of a concern, but yeah, it should be a good time. It'll be a good thing to get our first Safari Zone shiny ever. I really wanted to do this hunt in Fire Red Leaf Green, but I had to get some stuff set up that I just wasn't ready for. And this, easy peasy. I already had the stuff for it. So setting up the Yogurt Villain arc. He was already in his Villain arc though. That's the thing. I figured it was a pretty safe bet for me. Calm has reached for the Aether, and it reached back. Woot. What are you talking about? How's it going? Sonny, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm kind of, behind on chat. You know how it goes. How are we all doing? What's your strat? Throwing a ball right away? Bait? What is it going to be? I am not falling for the bait meme. I know that it's mathematically, supposedly, the best way to do it, but I don't know, dude. It's just it seems like such a waste. You have a 0% chance to catch it on that bait throw, and a chance for it to run away. And to me, that just seems not worth it. For me personally. Now, when I fail a couple catches by just throwing the ball first, I guess we might see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, though. And in this, you know what? You can't even throw bait in this one. In Fire Red Leaf Green, you have bait, ball, rock, and run, right? But in this, you have Pokeblock, which is just, as far as I know, for trying to get specific natures. And then you have Go Near. I'm not sure what the strat in Gen 3 is, if it's just ball in Gen 3 or not. Squilliam, welcome in. I'm sorry, I'm behind on chat, guys. You guys know how it goes, right? But I appreciate y'all popping in. Everybody gangsta till a shiny appears, then dips immediately. I have a feeling we're going to have more than one moment of this. Just so you guys know, I put in the thumbnail a Mareep. I'm not actually in the Mareep grass right now. We're in a spot for, oh God. Mel, I appreciate you.
Moody Mel celebrates 18 months of membership. See
This
no
is a
evil
lot of
monkey.
monkeys.
Hear no evil monkey. Speak no evil monkey. See no evil monkey. Hear no evil monkey. Speak no evil monkey.
I'm not gonna do that
See
for
no
every
evil
monkey.
Hear no evil monkey. Speak no evil monkey. See no evil monkey.
I
Hear
appreciate
no
the year
evil
and a half.
monkey. Speak no evil monkey. See no
Despite
evil
this.
monkey. Hear no evil monkey. Speak no evil monkey. See
Um,
no evil monkey. Hear no evil monkey. Speak no
This
evil
is a
monkey.
nightmare.
See no evil monkey. Hear no evil monkey.
How
Speak
far
no
into
evil
this?
monkey.
Okay, there he goes. He cuts it off after a certain point. He says, all right, you got your money's worth. Oh, we have a distortion. By the way, guys, this is not a anything Safari Zone related, but whenever I'm doing the old school hunts, I always am just gonna have a Legends game cooking for distortions. There's no reason not to, right? I'm losing money if I don't. So we're going to let this cook. We're going to check any distortions that might pop up while we're going for these Safari Zone shinies. And I've realized I think I just soft reset after I check these, because otherwise I'm waiting 3 minutes for it to end. So I'm just going to get back into the map, That's going to be my strat for tonight, is just a lot of, maybe not a lot of distortions, but distortions and Safari Zone. We have to always be cooking for... Dude, that bottom right Sunkern looks so shiny. It's not, though. Sunkern is probably going to be my worst enemy. Is it? It didn't sparkle, though, right? Like... Because he's just like a little toasty compared to the other one. I swear, I've been kind of losing my mind at the bottom right screen during this. Currently, I'm getting my new Xbox setup. Very nice. I don't think that is. It didn't sparkle. You can see the lighting between the two. It's not. You can see the lighting between the two. What you talking about? How are you controlling all 6 at the same time? If you do exclamation setup, I have links to everything, but I have a wireless controller mod, and it's soldered into each of the DS lights that I have. And then I have a little controller cartridge in this GBA that transmits all of the inputs over to all of the DS lights. So that's how I'm controlling them all. The games have different lighting, I know. This is the problem with 6 physical things with different screens. They're all in different states of like kind of yellowed screen. The bottom left one is very yellow compared to the other ones. So this is my test as a shiny hunter to see if I'm actually a gamer. The nice thing is you can just hold B on the controller and I hop around and I get encounters. So that's the strat here, guys. And you know what? We're kind of flying through encounters. What I mean is the colors are slightly different on the consoles like the grass. Yeah. That's because the bottom left one's super yellow. We need them to be in what? In the United States, not different states. Woot. What are you talking about? Ordering 3 more GB operators this week for a 4X PC setup. Honestly, I did see that they finally made it so that you could multi-instance the GB operator software, and I'm interested to see how it works. Because it would be kind of nice to just have a direct, plug in the cartridges and go type deal. And it would be a lot easier with the controller stuff because it's just like, I would just have an Xbox controller or something paired up. I have an 8-bit DOE controller like here that I use for PC games. It'd be pretty nice. This is funny and all, this setup, a lot more like traditional, but it would be a lot cleaner if it was just GB operators. So I've been thinking about maybe getting 5 more. That's a lot of GB operators, though. How do you manage to be calm? I don't know what to tell you on that one. Shiny hunting is my happy place. I'm just chilling with all my friends. It's a beehive part of a wind chime. Beehive part of a wind chime. I feel like this is an A and B conversation. I'll see my way out of this, I think. Still stuck in Grey Gang, but I know soon I will leave, Inquisitor. That's how it goes. You know the deal. You've been around long enough. You've been around the block. Sfeel, yes indeed. All the homies hanging out while I am looking for shiny Pokemans are my homies. Because it takes some willpower to sit through these leading up to the shiny. Like, it's nice when the encounter happens, but there's a lot of downtime in between, right? Bro, that bottom right Sunkern, I think I might need to use the volume on that game. I'm going to have the volume on that one. I usually, on the bottom left console... Oh my god, I might catch a hoot here. Alright. I guess I have a hoot. On the bottom left is the one I usually leave the volume on, just like a little bit, so I can hear it if there's a sparkle, because it's so yellow and it's sometimes tough to tell if something is shiny. But with this Sunkern, it's kind of the bottom right one that is driving me insane here. It looks so different from the rest of them. So that one has volume now. I'm listening for the sparklies. Has Safari Week officially started or not yet? It's, I guess, technically tomorrow. But we gotta get going on this. I definitely was feeling the itch to get some Safari shinies. Hold on, I gotta turn on my fan. Alright, good. But, yeah. A lot of people have been going early on this. You know, it's definitely not the fastest shiny hunting method, especially because even if you find the shiny, you're not guaranteed to get the shiny. So it's kind of tough. I broke stream. What do you mean? What you talking about? Stream looks good to me. Are y'all good? Don't be telling me it's broken, because I don't actually see a disconnect on my side. I've heard it's from the 21st to the end of June. Is that true or not? It is from the 21st. I think it's from the 21st to the 28th is like the idea. But, you know, it's kind of just the general time frame. We don't have to stay exactly down to the minute on this, right? Every single one of these Houndours, when I see them like go across the screen, they look very shiny, very blue when they're like kind of gray going across the screen. And every time I look over, I'm like, is this it? I will say I am due for a pretty overodds shiny hunt in Emerald, because when I was testing this setup with random encounters, I got a shiny Illumise in like 100 encounters when I was just messing around testing stuff. So, I think it's... I think we're in for the long haul on this one. 1 in 8192, yeah. They are full odds, old odds. Oh my god, I'm just throwing Pokeballs on all of these games. Hold on. See, this is the issue with the controller and multiple console deal, is they get desynced sometimes. You can already see some of my characters are in different spots now. And it's tough to control them all at once with one controller. It seems like it would be so easy with Pokemon, but there's just little hiccups here and there that you don't realize when you're just playing on one. In Fire Red Leaf Green is the fastest way for encounters using Sweet Scent. I don't believe it is, because I've never seen like Sonics or any of those other guys doing Sweet Scent. Now I think on the water it might be a little different, but in the grass I think it's just better to just run around and just get the encounters normally. But I would make sure you have Illuminate in the lead of your party, because that makes the encounters happen faster. Are we back? Let me know if we're back, guys. I need to restart every time I have to close this. Hold on, let me tell the people to refresh. Every time I restart this, I have to restart my like auto counter as well, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. We should be back. Tell the people to refresh if they're complaining that I'm disconnected. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I wish I had a solution for this. I do not, unfortunately. It's very frustrating for ya boy. Keeping me not so calm. Might be going ballistic here in a few. Do you guys see that AI generated message? What you talking about? Woot. Safari Week started everywhere or just Australia? I guess technically just Australia and Japan and stuff right now, but it's official here. I don't I don't think anybody's going to shake us down for starting a little early. I know a lot of people have started early, so What the heck? I have not seen this chat auto-generated message like that. No. That's very strange, Sir Sheikar. Game Boy, how you doing, buddy? Have you been having issues with disconnects and stuff with your stream, or is it just me that's getting really lucky with this? Let me know. It started in Australia. It's so, you know, the Safari Week stuff is supposed to be from June 21st to, I don't know if it's the end of June or what. I thought it was like to the 28th, but I don't know. It looks like we need a new like goal. I'm assuming we're at 69 likes. Guys, I'm going to pin one up. I appreciate you liking the stream despite all of the nightmare stream issues. I do appreciate you guys. And old Game Boy, a friend of the channel, popping in, been popping off on the short streams recently. Love to see it. Hope things are going well. Are you going to do any Safari Zone stuff? Haven't really had any issues with that. I've been having general issues with... Are we good? We might be good. I'm trying one other thing before we just say no more streams. I don't know. A stream career might be over if we can't get this dang connection stuff going. I don't know. We'll see. I've changed a couple things. These are things that have been consistent in my stream for a long time, though, so I don't feel like it should be a thing. Let me restart my counter. Very, very sad. Yeah, I don't know. I might just have to, I really don't want to be a Twitch streamer. There's some cool things with them, but man, I don't want to have to start from scratch over on old Twitch. But if I can't connect to YouTube and I can connect to Twitch, I guess maybe I'll have to do some testing tomorrow, I guess. And yeah, please tell people to refresh if you see them complaining about the stream no working. Can we get the Minecraft server? You guys got to put that together. I can't moderate it. I've never played Minecraft or hosted a server. It can't be on me. But if y'all homies want to have a Minecraft deal for all of y'all, feel free. That's fine by me. Arizona's way too hot. Yeah, it's not hot in my stream room though. Not that hot. I'll get Twitch just for you. I do appreciate that. You know, it just sucks. Been after this server situation for a year and a half now. This is just all on you guys. I can't really have any involvement in moderating a Minecraft server. I don't really know what that entails, but if you guys want to have... I mean, we got enough homies in the Discord that I feel like it could be a thing, right? DAs are such a scam, yes. And wormholes definitely a better deal.
Can't pay for the Minecraft server with $1 dues.
Pay for the Minecraft server with $1 dues. I don't know, bro. How much is a Minecraft server? I'll need to be convinced on this one. I didn't realize I was fronting the bill here. Missed your response to the modded game device due to the freeze. So was it you that was saying that you got a micro soldering kit, or what was it that I forget what? It was right during a disconnect. It was something about you acquired a spicy switch, right? Because you got a soldering kit, right? Let me know. I wasn't clear on what the statement was. Is this counting up? I didn't actually check that my counter was working either, by the way. Get a decent server for like 10 to 15 a month, probably. I'll have to look at it. This is a lot of... Oh, God. Distortion. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We gotta check the distortion. Make sure I don't have any shinies here. All right. Quick check of the old distortion mons. Again, this is not... This is not necessarily Safari Week, but we need these shinies, you know? It's a nice two birds, one stone type deal. I wanted to find a good survival server with 1.21, but couldn't find. See, that's the thing. I don't know anything about the versions. I know nothing about the Minecrafts. Are the shinies on the bottom right the ones you want to get, or what you've already gotten? I have not found any shinies tonight. Those are just things that are found in the area I'm in right now. So, those are things we have the potential of finding. The main target I would really like to find would probably be Miltank, but it's like a 5% spawn. So, probably not going to be the first thing we get. It looks like probably Apom or Teddy Ursa is a little more realistic. We'll see on that. Finally, some modern games. There it is. The modern stuff. Got scared for a second, lagged on my side for a second. Please don't. Don't do this. My little heart can't take it. This is supposed to be my calm, happy place. I think I'll put off Safari till tomorrow. I want to hang with these homies, CMH. It's a good time. Maybe going to New Mexico in September. Is there anything to do in New Mexico? No. Yeah, pretty much no. You know, there is one spot, I think, in New Mexico. They have a Meow Wolf thing there. And they have one in Vegas that's really cool called Omega Mart. It's like a really weird... I don't really know how to describe it. But look up Meow Wolf. Like meow like a cat, wolf like an aminal. And they had some really cool stuff in Vegas. I don't know what the New Mexico one is like. But the one in Vegas was cool. So if that's even half as cool as that, it's a good time. It's kind of like a night vibe. They have like some bars and ice cream and like restaurant stuff. And then they have these kind of like, I guess it's kind of like artsy almost.
SH1N1S celebrates 12 months of membership. It's been 12 months since you looked at me. C.
Mr. C, huh? How you doing, buddy? I feel like it's been a hot minute. How's things? Any good video game purchases lately? The Aminal, yeah. Hope you get some more shinies. I appreciate you. Hopefully we find something. I've never found a shiny in the Safari Zone, and I don't know. I'm scared. We'll see how it goes. Hatching eggs for Quaxley. What number do we think it's gonna shine? What are you at right now? Let me know so I can make my estimate. I'm thinking under odds, but not too under odds. Like a 382 is what I'm feeling. And if you're above 382, then I might be thinking it's 1382, and I'm sorry, it's going to be a nightmare. Hopefully you're under 382. I've reached odds on Scyther and Let's Go. Very nice. I've never... Well, I guess I've had a shiny Scyther in Scarlet and Violet. You know how that goes. I have a lot of shinies in Scarlet and Violet. I keep throwing a ball on one game. So we're going to have a lot of stray, like, Sunkern and Teddy Ursa and stuff. This is my new life. 18, I got Sprig at 281 yesterday. 382. It is under odds. But, it's going to be a little bit. Sorry, buddy. Have to get some more Ultra Balls, though. Do it? It's tough to get money in Let's Go. It kind of sucks. That's one of the things that keeps me away from doing more stuff in that, because I just have to grind to get money. Got the Dialga. Who got Dialga? I'm getting married in 8 days. You got scammed big time. Are you talking about the marriage thing, or are you talking about a video game thing? Shinies, congratulations. Early congratulations. Hopefully you're going to do something cool. Have a nice honeymoon. Tell me about the scam deal. Am I reading too much into this? Carlos, welcome in. I'm doing all right. We've been having some stream issues tonight, but besides that, I'm doing all right. It's been a time already. Still praying for that Pokemon Pinball remake one day. I'm right there with you. I'd be super down for it. I don't know if we're getting it, but I'd be there on launch day. The midnight release for Pokemon Pinball. Got dumped by the math. Got dumped on by the math. Was doing Masuda for Litten and Sun and Moon 1874. Yeah. The math, it be like that sometimes. Liz, welcome in. Liz, it's been a hot minute. How you doing? Gonna shove a mountain of chili cheese fries and Cascabella peppers. Cascabella? The heck is Cascabella? Either way, you're making custom Taco Bell stuff. Dangerous game. Really dangerous. It's like mad scientist level stuff. I knew it was a risk, took a gamble, and lost. Not necessarily got scammed, but GBA SP, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Crystal, Fire Red, and Game Shark for 300. Bunch of fake versions of the games, I guess, I'm assuming. Basically all of them. Midnight releases were so dope. You know, I went to the midnight release for Scarlet and Violet. But they really don't have too many of them now, and they're just kind of like... They're not the same.
Kenny
you know?
Candy 17 celebrates 8 months of membership. Good luck hunting. Gonna be lurking tonight. Work.
Enjoy the work vibes. Hopefully things are nice and chill, and hopefully we get some shinies to entertain you. I appreciate you lurking. Itchy from the tattoo healing and grumpy from a bad day, but happy to be chilling. I'm glad to have you here. It's been a very hot minute. Hopefully the tattoo itching ain't too bad. I've never had a tattoo. My brother is talking about getting like a big crazy tattoo. He's never had one before. I tried to convince him to get something a little bit less as his first one, but he said he's going all in on the first go. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how it goes for him. How is it controlling 6 consoles without touching them? I have a wireless controller mod that I have soldered into each of these DS lights, and then the GBA has a cartridge that transmits the button inputs over to them. So that's the dealio. Have a Deoxys tattoo on my forearm and a Fight Club quote on my ribs. Ribs sounds like a very not fun tattoo to get. That sounds like a not good place. I've heard like the ribs and like just anywhere that's kind of bony, right? Because I can imagine needle and bone probably not the best. Needle and skin too. Me personally, I'm not like a big fan of, but needle and bone also sounds pretty rough. You want new tattoos so bad. Yeah, the thing is if you really want like nice ones, you kind of have to spend a lot of money too. It's just like a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of pain, depending on how you are. I know I would be a wuss, so I just have to be realistic with myself, right? The wrist was spicy. Yeah, it's getting to that kind of bony area, right? If I were to pay for it, would you get a tattoo of Tubatoni? Definitely not. I'm just going to stop you right there. Definitely not. If I did everything people paid me to do, I don't know, I'd be in a very strange spot. People have asked me to do some very weird things here. Pass. I don't want to open that door. Also, I still don't know what Tuba Tony looks like. I just assume that he's like a man with a tuba just on his head. I kind of imagine him as like if you've ever seen, you'll have to Google this. You'll have to Google Tuba Knight. If you guys know, you know. I think there's like a Dark Souls meme about it. There's also like a Monster Hunter one. It's just a guy wearing a giant tuba. That's what I imagine him being. He'd get a tattoo for $250,000. Depends on the tattoo. It is a lot of money. But also, YouTube gets 30% of that. So, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to give YouTube a fat stack, a cool $75,000 for me to get a tattoo of Tuba Tony turning into a dragon. I was so glad I only needed a little bit of tail. On the wrist. The tail was on the wrist, I'm assuming. Y'all are never getting full photos of my tattoos. What's going on the tattoos? Not safe for work or something? Or is it just you're not wanting to show off the whole dealio? I got a tattoo on my knee/shin. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Again, the bone situation. Do I do some shiny circuitry resets in the background? Yeah, it's a good shiny. The not space-time distortions. The wormhole ones are pretty nice, especially if you have the charm. If I were to pay for it, what the heck? Why did it pop up again? Are you posting the Tuba Tony thing more than once? Or is this just my internet freaking out? Is this me? Am I the problem? Maybe. The tail curls, all cute, but that means it went all over my wrist bone. Yeah, not for me. I don't know what I would get if I wanted to get a tattoo. I've kind of thought about it before, but there's nothing I really have hard committed to that, like, I mean, I like Pokemon and stuff, but I don't like necessarily need a tattoo of Mr. Kappa or anything, you know? Like, I can't think of anything I'm super down with that I really would want to have on my body for the rest of my life. And it would just have to be really cool, like artistically, but the thing as well. And I've kind of thought, like, I like some Marvel vs. Capcom stuff. I really liked Wolverine and Akuma. I've kind of thought about that. Kind of thought about, like, some more, like, anime-y stuff, because I'm kind of a weeb, you know. Trigun Berserk type deal. I don't know. A Trigun tattoo would go hard. I know. That's something that I've considered, because it's been, like, a part of my deal for a long time. But I don't know, man. You're shiny hunting, Jewel. You're shiny hunting. There you go. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, you're going for Quaxley. The CMH got it. Most of my tattoos are memes. Yeah. If I just committed to the meme tattoo lifestyle, I mean, I guess it would be easy to come up with. You know, you just go out, quick $50, get my Sag emote. Just got Pinsir in Let's Go. Very nice. A shiny Pinsir? Like, Pinsir in general is super rare in that game. I remember taking forever to even catch one of those for my Living Dex in Let's Go. So, that must have taken forever to chain. Full Metal Alchemist tattoo and Fairy Tail there. Ah, we got some weebs in here. Very nice. Get Griffith right after being rescued. No, I think I'm good. Although that's the character that I picked in Elden Ring. Was the obvious call out to Griffith. Imagine having a tattoo that says Konami. Konami? What do you mean? You mean like getting Japanese and not knowing what it means? That deal, they get Konami on you? You started chaining Scyther, which is the same spawn rate as Pinsir, and it wasn't that bad? Really? I guess once you catch the first one, maybe it gets going. Gotta get the trademark tattoo. Yeah, so like Disney or Nintendo kicks in my door and says, you gotta get rid of that. We're cutting off that patch of skin. Guys, I appreciate you liking the stream. I know we've been having issues tonight, so I appreciate y'all sticking around through the nightmare at the beginning. Vlad, you got it. And if you guys haven't liked the stream yet, just think about it. Help your boy out on the old algorithm. I have Lord of the Rings, Studio Ghibli, Pokemon, Zelda, and my doggo.
For
Oxford.
Mrs. Khan's snack run.
I'm not gonna mention this. I think she's not watching, so I'm not gonna say anything. If she's here, she gets it. If she isn't, it'll probably end up going to snacks for her anyways. But I'm not gonna say anything. We'll just see if the wife is actually supporting me after adding the monkey back in for her. We'll see. She talks a big game. Oxford, I appreciate you, buddy. As usual. Is that a Teddy Ursa with a fedora on? Is that what your new profile picture is? I just noticed that it's different. Your boy needs all the support he can get with YouTube actively working against him. I don't know what I did to them. I feel like I'm a pretty good supporter of YouTube with how supportive my community is for me, which is directly 30% of it anyways, going back to old Poppy YouTube. So I feel like they should like me a little more. But I don't know, maybe maybe not. Classy move, I would agree. Help and pay for the snackies. Doing the same for my wife right now. There you go. You know the deal. We know how it goes. We know the game. She should get Raising Canes with that donation. We just had dinner. Dude, as a snacky? Just like a... Man, the after dinner canes. That's crazy. That's a big old snacky. What's with the PLA screen? So... I need the distortion shinies, and it's just a lot of sitting around. So since we're just looking for stuff in the DS ones, I usually have legends down at the bottom just cooking for distortions. And we check it whenever there's a distortion that pops up. It's every like 10 to 40 minutes, basically. We do 3 checks on that, and then we're back to this. And I will say, we're already above 500 encounters, even with all the disconnects and the shenanigans tonight. Like, we've been getting some encounters knocked out anyways. So, could be worse. If we were at the maximum output, no disconnects, nothing funky, like, I don't know. We could even be further than this. So I like to think of... Is the bottom right game not working? The bottom right one seems like it isn't taking the input from my controller mod. Okay, it is now. Weird. I think all of the technology in my house is actively trying to ruin my stream. I think there's something afoot here. Distortions for fossil mods. Yeah, we're looking for a shiny... Shieldon, Bastiodon, Cranidos, Rampardos in the distortion game. So, yeah. The cowboy hat Teddy Ursa. It's a fedora. Eric, welcome in. You're allowed to order just one chicken finger. You're not... Nobody does that when they go to Cane's, though. It's a commitment. It's a kind of a snowball thing, right? You're like, well... If I'm already here, I should get a couple of toasts. And they should be bobs, too. Like, they need the butter on both sides. Right? We can't just... We're not cavemen here. We gotta use the technology we're given. Just here for Call Misty. She's back there. There she is. Well, I appreciate you popping in, whether it's for me or Call Misty. Either way, you're supporting, and you're a homie. Knows the trick. I'm telling you. We got it here. It's the only way to do it. You guys want to make some predictions? What Pokemon will shine in the Safari Zone first, if at all? We have to have something shine. We're getting a lot of encounters. So, like, something has to. Whether or not we'll catch it, what it'll be, I'm not sure. The most common things, so what? The most common ones are Teddiursa, Apom, Ladybug, and what is... Hold on, let me look at this. Let me look at what our potential Hoenn Safari Zone. Let's see. So in this zone that we are at, we just got a distortion. It's 30% Apom, 30% Teddiursa, 10% Ladybug, 10% Sunkern, and then the rest of them are 5%. So Hoot Hoot, Pineco, Houndour, Miltank are all 5% spawns. So the odds are we're going to see an Apom or a Teddiursa. I don't know. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of Sunkern, though, too. Maybe it's just because I've been actively, like, looking at them really close, though. Alright, here we go. We're going to check this distortion. Once we find my deer. We really, really don't want an owl. I love the Rowlet line. I do not need one. And, of course, nothing but Rowlet. Oops, all Rowlet. Okay, we got one shield on. Not Shieldor. You get what I mean. Betting 10,000 Poké-Dollars on Teddiursa. It's a good shiny. The gummy bear is not bad. Odds can be deceiving, indeed. We know that the odds are sometimes... They're working for us in these old games. Do you play Pokemon Go? Not really. I have before, but I haven't been active in it for a long time. Dreamed about your evil twin last night. He was streaming during the day, killing all the shinies, and was not family friendly. That might be my my alternate persona that I got. You don't know it wasn't me. You might have just been sleeping and overhearing my second stream. Alright, here we go. Back at it. A shiny Apom would do me a bit of a concern. Why? What's the issue with Apom? It's a good shiny. It's not bad. I personally, the thing I would like to see the most would be Miltank. And Pineco would be pretty cool too. That's another 5%. Was I saying the wrong thing? Because we definitely have Pineco in our spawn table here too. Yeah, so it's Hoot Hoot, Pineco, Houndour, and Miltank are all 5%. Yeah. Not too bad. Oxford, I see your DM. I didn't read it. I saw that there was one. I'll hit you up later. You know how it goes. I can barely read as it is. Do you think Pokemon Legends ZA will bring back Megas, even make more? Yeah, I think for sure they're going to bring back Megas. There's no way they don't. Right? Like why would they do X and Y if they weren't going to use any Megas and stuff? They need a bit of a meme, right? You playing Shadow of the Erdtree tonight? No. I don't think I'm going to be able to play it until, like, next week. Just because of the whole deal. Or maybe, like, Saturday during the day or Sunday, just I have most of the day. So I know it's sitting there. It's just time, you know? That would not make sense, especially they showed the Mega thing in the trailer. Yeah, for sure. There's no way they would squander that. Like, and if they're gonna have megas, they're definitely gonna have new ones. Like, I can't imagine they would be so dumb as to be like, yeah, you know, we're not gonna make any new ones. No new Pokemon, no new megas. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen that way, but I really hope that I'm correct on that. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I am. This is one of the few things that I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Just want my perfect boy as my partner Pokemon. Is that so much to ask? Your perfect boy. Whomst. And Oxford, it's all good. I get it. I've been so tied up as well. I understand the busyness. They already teased megas, right? Yeah, they had the like symbol at the end of the trailer. So I mean, they're gonna have at least some of them. And there's just no way they don't add any new ones, right? Like, there's definitely gonna be some whatever the region forms are, right? The real question is whether or not they'll bring back the primal reversions for Kyogre and Groudon. I don't know. That's actually kind of an interesting thing, because with X and Y, it's kind of tied together with Gen 3 a little bit. Now that you mention it. Gen 3 stuff? Come on. They know I'm a Gen 3 stan. Can't wait for Mega Shuckle. We were, I forget what stream I was in talking about this, but Delibird was like another weird one that never really got any love. We need the, like, Super Santa Claus Delibird. Not delivered. I'm not gonna say it like they try to get us to say it in the anime. I'm not gonna give them that dub on that. They need to know that they shouldn't have done it. That's my last bastion. I'm not saying it. I'm a Gen 10 stan. I hope it's really good. I hope they learned from Gen 9. It's for sure going to be on the new Nintendo console, whatever the heck that is, whenever the heck that is. It's for sure going to be on spicy new hardware. So, at the very least, I think it will run decently. Mega Regitrio. I don't know. They've only had, well, I guess I was going to say they only had like 2 legendaries that had megas, but no. Ray had it, and Diancie also had it, which is like a mythical? Is it mythical or legendary? Either way, it's like a spicy, extra rare thing. You just got 5 Aipom in one thing. Very nice. Mega Mewtwo, Latios. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, actually. Yeah, there's a chance. It's not 0%. There it is. Yeah, Domination. That was it. Mega Hawlucha, please. Yeah, they never really did anything with Hawlucha, did they? Single evolution, cool guy, but just doesn't really hold up. Yeah, Mega Hawlucha would be cool, like a super wrestler. I want Gen 10 to have early breeding for those of us that care about stats. Gen 9 had super early breeding as well, right? Like, as soon as you got to the main, like, first city, you could do that, right? There was a thing for, like, egg power and everything. So I think there's definitely a chance that happens. I didn't really think about that, but I guess that's probably the earliest you could ever do, like, breeding stuff in any Pokemon game, right? Somebody fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure that's accurate, though. That'll be wild lore-wise if they try to have Mega Mewtwo in the past, or Mewtwo in general in the past. Yeah, but, you know, they have all these goofy plot elements. They can time travel, wormholes, you know. They'd find some way to finagle it. And not that some scientists in, like, Unga Bunga caveman land were actually making Mewtwo, but Nancy is only Gen 6er that got a Mega, yeah. Which was weird. That was another thing that I think it was in Domination's stream as well, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think we were talking, or maybe it was Game Boy? I was talking with somebody about this in stream, that only Gen 6 stuff, like even though it was a Gen 6 mechanic, only Diancie got it, which is just super, super weird, that they wouldn't give it to more of the Gen 6 specific stuff. As soon as you could get sandwiches, yeah. The sandwich lifestyle. Is anyone else excited for Marvel vs. Capcom 2? I think it's pretty cool. I really would like to get a physical copy of that, because I just think that it's a very cool collection of games. And Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has been around for a very hot minute, and those are the games that, like, end up being really expensive later on. Whatever the most recent, like, Marvel vs. Capcom release seems to be, it always seems like it's like kind of expensive for some reason. So I'd kind of like to get it when it's actually available. I kind of felt the same way about the Mario like 3D collection, because it was really cool. I was excited for it, but I didn't get it right on release, and they only printed it for a really short amount of time, and then it started going up in price. So it's kind of like one of those things that I feel like I have to get it ASAP, because it's only going to be around for a little bit. It's not like a really super crazy selling type game, so they're not going to print millions and millions of them, you know? He just thinks it's neat. That's how I be thinking. I just think it's neat. I want Tomodachi Life port. That is a hill I will die on. I've never played it. I enjoy the idea of Tomodachi Life, though. I've seen a lot of the videos. It seems very funny. Would love to get ports without those annoying eyesore borders. Yeah, but the thing is like, it's 4x3, right? Like, what would you rather them do on it? Like, are you wanting them to do more of like a remake of it, where it's actually widescreen or something? Because I feel like a lot of those games, it's kind of tough, because they don't necessarily have the art for it, or like they'd have to change the perspective of the whole game, which kind of changes a lot of that. So I kind of get why maybe they're stuck with that sometimes, but it would be cool, like an actual widescreen. X and Y had a Hoopa, so time travel in different dimensions are possible. Yeah, I mean, they always find some way to have a wormhole, a time travel, something, right? That's a very easy out for them now. Tomodachi Life was fun. Yeah, I never played it. It was fun to see, though. There's a lot of like TikToks and shorts and stuff still of that game. It's a hoot. That bottom right sunkern is always going to curse me. I have the 3DS game. It's very funny, but there's a lot of limits I'd like some changes to. Limits? What do you mean? What are they limiting in Tomodachi Life? Like your Pokemon game save file videos. Greek God, I'm glad you dig the videos. It's cool. We've been having some people pop in from the regular videos, which are not like something that I usually have a ton of people watching. So it was kind of cool that this most recent one kind of popped off. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I do plan on potentially doing, I think, more of a 3DS flavored one sometime soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But whenever, like in that video, I recorded everything here on stream. So if you ever feel like hanging out, I appreciate you popping in. You might be in the next one. Playing Tomodachi Life on my 3DS right now. Just like happened to randomly be playing that when we were talking about it, or were you the one who mentioned that? It must have been you, right? Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is top tier. See, I was never good at that game. I actually was okay at Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I played in some tournaments for that. But MVC 2, I never got good at. My wife is making my dogs bark and stuff. Very, Very cool of her to do that. I have the Switch now, so I will try to get a shiny in DAs with me being double odds and circuitry resets on the side as well. Yeah, do the twofer. The nice thing about DAs is you don't really need to be super actively playing. You can just lock in a move, look away, do your resets on the other thing, look back. You can definitely multitask with it. Just forgot I can't participate in Sapphire Week because I forgot to bring all of my Switch games. You hate to see it, but I will say you're probably going to save yourself a little bit of heartbreak. Those are my favorite and Pokemon collection videos. Very nice. Yeah, well, I definitely in the near future am planning on doing some more like collection-y stuff. So I'm gonna have a big card video, like Pokemon card opening video, but as well as that, I was planning on going through some of my collection stuff, my card and some of my other stuff in the back there. So keep your eyes peeled for that one as well. Definitely something that's been on my radar. No way Mario 3D went up by that much. It's it's kind of going up. It's crazy. You know, any Mario game like that, I feel like once it's out of print, they can just kind of... It's the best way to play Mario 64, Galaxy, and Sunshine, right? I mean, it's the only ones that are actually on an HD console right now, right? Is it just me, or do I get some lag? Jan, I hope it's just you. I don't see any disconnects from my side since the last crazy one, but who knows? We've had issues. It could be YouTube harassing me again. Who knows? In America, Pokemon games and Nintendo systems are expensive compared to Japan. Yeah. It is very crazy, the price difference, and that's why I try to buy all my stuff from Japan if I can. And I just wish I understood Japanese. That's the only issue. It would help me out quite a bit if I spoke some Japanese. I don't know if you've done this, but I think a video of your setup behind you would be cool to see. Yeah, Squilliam, I think that during my next card video, which is coming soon, I'm planning on doing a little bit of a look at the setup back there, as well as some other things. Because I'll have a lot of stuff. I have a Japan shipment that's in the works very soon. Kind of soon. You guys know how it goes. We've definitely had streams before of just opening up my crazy boxes of stuff from Japan. We'll definitely be doing that. And I have so many cards this time. Because Japan is finally printing Pokemon cards again, and they're keeping up with demand. So that means that I can buy booster boxes at regular prices. And that means that I'm having financial problems. I've bought quite a few Pokemon cards. Send help. Gonna go get some food. I've been asleep for most of the day. Z, get some snackies. I'll be here. Sets are made to order, so if more people want them, they just make more. Yeah, but it took a long time for them to make the ones for me to order. There was like a very long period of time where you just could not get a box of cards at retail price, and it was the saddest, darkest time. I'd argue that the best way to play Mario 64 is with the Render 96 project. I don't know what that is. Is that the thing where they got the source code for it and they made it so you could play in ultra wide and stuff? Yeah, but like the thing is if it's on a PC, you need like a different controller most likely. It takes more know-how, more setup, you know? With the Switch version, it's just there. You just press A, it's on, done and done, right? I like the simplicity of all that stuff, not having to deal with, because I know how to do emulators, I know how to do all this other stuff, right? Like, I can do this, but it's nice to be able to just sit down in front of the TV, turn on your Switch, it's all just there. Don't have to hook up any weird controllers, you don't have to do any screwing around, right? Yeah, they are sick of scalpers opening up all the plastic in front of you. Yes, they... Yeah, and I'm glad they're doing that. So it's like, nobody wants to buy a or not resealed, but like an opened up box without the shrink wrap on it. So they're just getting destroyed. They go in, they buy a bunch of boxes, and they're like, crap. But it was getting bad. There were people who were buying booster boxes of cards, and this was when it was first starting to kind of go out of control. People were swapping out the packs for other things. I saw somebody who bought a box of cards that had juice boxes inside of it that ended up weighing the same amount as like a full box of cards. It just had 2 juice boxes where the packs would go. And it was shrink wrapped. It was obviously re-shrink wrapped. And that's just something that doesn't really happen in Japan. Like, you don't really... I know that it's like not it never happens thing, but like in Japan, it's usually a lot more respectable with some of that stuff. You drop your wallet, you're probably going to be able to find it at the police box, right? Like, it's not something where people are really trying to take advantage of you like that, but it started getting kind of crazy like that. I've said it before, but like, man, Pokemon cards for some reason just seems to bring out the worst in people sometimes. People just like at Target for a while, they didn't have cards at all because there were like grown men fighting for Pokemon cards. Like, come on, guys. Come on. King Kai, welcome in. The place I used to buy booster boxes from in the early 2010s had to restrict purchasing to longtime buyers to stop all the scalpers. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I get that there's money in it, and it's nice to be able to make a profit, whatever. And to a certain degree, every business is having to take a cut, right? They're having to mark stuff up. They're having to do this and that. But, man, it just started getting so crazy. Double, triple prices on boxes and stuff that just... Come on, guys. I get that. I stole all the change from my mom's piggy bank to get cards when I was a kid. Don't do that. Don't be stealing the change from the piggy bank. Yeah, the scalper life, it made it tough for me. I wasn't buying cards for a really long time because of that. So now, when the cards are finally being printed again, or finally catching up with the demand, I kind of went a little crazy with it, but I'm glad to be able to get some cards and open packs again. It's definitely not the best way to get cards. If you want specific stuff, you should definitely just be buying singles, but it doesn't hit the same, does it? Opening up packs is the way to go. If you want that sweet, just the adrenaline, getting a cool card. Yeah. A nice spicy $60 card. It's like, wow, I only paid $35 for this box. And then you think about the other one that you only got a $4 card in. We don't talk about that one. Besides, for Coleman Collecting Industries, they are slashing prices, yeah. Coleman Collecting Industries, that's what we do. Love cards as much as the next guy, but some of these people need therapy if they think it's a good investment. Well, I don't know. I think there are some that people have made some very real money on, but it almost kind of started feeling like crypto-y almost, you know? Like, people just getting a bunch of stuff, trying to get the rarest thing, PSA 10, to immediately, and then flipping it really, really fast to try to sell it for the max profit, and then it goes down. Like, it just kind of started getting weird like that, and that's never really been my vibe. I've always been a collector. Even though it's cool to see the cards that I have go up in price, it's like I'm never selling them, really, you know? So it's just like a cool thing for me to see, and I'm like, I have a bunch of expensive cards. It means nothing. It's all funny money. They could be worth a penny or they could be worth $100. It really doesn't make that big of a difference to me, right? A scalper is someone who buys tons upon tons of products on release with the sole intention of marking sold product up hundreds upon hundreds of percentages. Yeah. Yeah, that. And people were trying to buy as much as they could, right? And I mean, they were making a killing off of it for a while, right? Even selling them for double price. You basically double your money every time you buy a crate of booster boxes or whatever it is, you know. Just double up that cash every time. Magic has a scalper problem right now, and it is 100% Wizards of the Coast fault. I just feel like it's most collectibles. I feel like maybe not even collectibles, but like everything. It seems like it's crazy right now with people trying to just buy it and then scalp it, like mark it up a whole bunch and turn around and just sell it immediately. When I was trying to buy stuff for my desk from IKEA, for some reason, somebody just kept going and buying out the entire stock of the Alexes, which is like the little filing cabinet things that I use for my desk. I just have 2 of those and then a tabletop on top of it. And the Alexes were just permanently sold out because whenever they'd get stocked, somebody would just go in and buy all of them and then resell them on like OfferUp for like $100 or $200 more. And people are like, man, I need my desk. This was like during COVID times. And it was just like, come on, man. Like, I'm not going to pay a scalper for furniture. Avatario Hassani 17. Avatario, how you doing? How's things, buddy? I hate the people on Whatnot. You can just tell they don't care about the Pokemon. They just have a bunch of booster boxes to sell. Yeah, it's gotten a little soulless with some of the folks. I personally have never used Whatnot. I remember I tried to register for Whatnot because it seemed kind of like a cool place to buy stuff. Like maybe you could get deals and stuff. But when I tried to register, they made me do a CAPTCHA that was 20 questions long. And it was like, it was a multiple choice 4-question thing. You picked all of the things, and you know what? I think you had to type in the word. So it had a word behind a bunch of static, and you had to type in this fake word 20 times. I did the 20-time thing, and then it said, sorry, you got one wrong, try again. It made me do 20 more. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not doing this again. So I did the sound one, which is like for if you're visually impaired. And it plays a song, it goes. It's you're basically doing AI work that the AI isn't sure on, is what you're doing when you're doing CAPTCHA. And it's like a really crunchy bit of audio that was obviously recorded from like some really stanky, like somebody's phone or something. And it was a commercial. And it was like, save 25% with. And it's like, what did this say? You have to type in save 25% with. And then it goes, okay, do this 19 more times. And I was just like, I did it. And then it said I failed. And I'm like, I am never using this app. I'm not doing any more. I did 40 of your stupid questions. This is all I'm doing for you guys. 40 CAPTCHAs, man. And they... I'm so salty about it. I was so mad. I was not calm and not collecting. Purchased a Beckett 10 Black Label Pokemon card for like 200 from there. Yeah. So the Black Labels are supposed to be pretty crazy. It's supposed to be really, really difficult to get a Black Label. So those definitely have a pretty crazy markup on them, or a pretty crazy, like, market, I guess. Some people only want those, which is... it's tough. I mean, I guess it's cool to know that you have the most perfect of the perfect, right? My brain is only half working right now. That's my entire life always. Welcome to my world. Yeah, we were not calm or collecting. Just noticed my favorite party Wario. Is that the avatar I see? Favorite party Wario. I am wearing a Wario shirt tonight as well. Speaking of Wario. I noticed what the heck? It popped up again. I don't know what's going on tonight. There's lots of things happening tonight. More focused on my pore strip than shiny hunting right now. I hate how they feel when it's like drying on your nose, because you want to itch your nose so bad, but you don't want to move it. You don't like want to touch it, so it doesn't like get a good grip. A grip? Do I want to say grip? Sounds kind of gross that way, but I guess it is kind of a grip. Trying to grip them pores. Is your end of stream breaking? What are you talking about? What do you mean? My desk in my house is getting thrown away since it's too big for my new room, but I got an IKEA like 5 minutes away from my house. There you go. So you already have the solution. And I'll tell you, I've always had different variations of IKEA desks. Hassan, all I do is I just build my own at this point. You can get whatever tabletop you want, and you can just either get some legs, or you can get the Alex's, which are just they're just drawers that can go on the bottom of the desk to hold it up. And it's nice. You can pick whatever width you want for it, and no real complaints with this. It's nice. It's held up good. Pore strip didn't do anything. You hate to see it. You have to really let it cook for a while. You have to really, really let it cook. Anybody remember that brief period where Wario was German? I do remember them saying that. Do you also remember there was a German, comic for Mario that I don't know how it got through? But it's pretty cursed. It's not family friendly at all. I don't know how they made it. It was official too. It was insanity. Scalpers are the reason I can't get Pokemon Squishmallows until months after launch. Yeah. It's such weird things to scalp. Squishmallows, plushies and stuff. Cards, I guess I kind of get. There's always some kind of inherent value in collectability, but we've gotten to this really weird point where people are just scalping the strangest stuff. Toys and plushies and furniture, like I said. It's just... I'm back. Tell people to refresh. My existence is pain. I don't know if I've told you guys this. I might have mentioned it once or twice. Hold on, I need to restart my counter now too. This is so much fun. Such a cool feature of YouTube. Oh, alright. We should be back. Either way, guys, I don't know when I disconnected, but I appreciate the raid. Keith, let me know what you were doing tonight. And hopefully I will be connected long enough to see what you say and reply back to it, perhaps. Who knows? Yippee! Yippee! We're back. Yeah. And this has been all night tonight. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what I did to deserve this. But this has been the name of the game tonight. I'm looking to see if I missed anything from old Keith. Baby Pluto, don't you be stealing my lines here. Those are copyrighted, by the way. I'm reading through this. Coleman Collecting is a VGC player who sometimes shiny hunts. There you go. A big-time VGC player. Safari Weekend in the Great Marsh. Very nice. 2 consoles, I'm assuming. Yeah, this, the 6-time setups, we've really been blasting through these encounters, but the disconnects have kind of been killing me, man. They're killing our efficiency. Why don't I see the AI summaries? I'm glad that I don't see them. But apparently there is an AI chat feature thing going on. I got no clue. Got a shiny Veltal last night thanks to Demon Child. Very nice. Yeah, that's a super good shiny. Do I need any Gen 6 shinies anymore? I don't think I do. Any, legendaries. We got Zygarde, Veltal, and Xerneas, and I think that's it. In DAs, right? There weren't really many legendaries in X and Y, were there? There weren't really a lot of Pokemon in Gen 6. Was doubled up. Very nice. How many encounters did you get through, Keith? And did you find anything? And if yes to answer one, how'd it go? I've never found a shiny in Safari Zone, so I'm concerned. Very concerned. Maybe it's a slow rollout. Yeah, I guess. I don't really need YouTube telling me that people are mad that I disconnected. It's like, hey, calm, just so you know. People are wondering why you disconnected. Thanks, YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you for the update. Keith was double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It's just a normal Thursday. I have to brag, I did my first frame manip today in Emerald, and I got a Naughty Mudkip with nearly perfect IVs. Very nice. Yeah, that's cool. I've never done any like RNG manipulation in Emerald. I do think it would be fun to have a save to do that on, though. So, one of these days. Say the streamer man and I are both wearing shorts, and I think that's cool, and he just ignores me or something. Ceiling Cat, I'm sorry. We've been having a lot of disconnects. You know how it goes. Welcome in. We are both wearing shorts. And shorts are cool because they are comfortable. What did he say? They're comfortable. They look cool. What does Joey say? I haven't checked my Sprigatito's nature. Can I get some nature guesses? Jolly. Seems jolly. How do we know Calm isn't in his underwear? You never really know. Can never be 100% certain. They're easy to wear. Yeah, easy to wear. The AI summary said Calm instead of Haas was the focus of the AI summary. So Hassan, well, we are linked, remember. We are both the avatars. We're two halves of the same coin. Old Hassani and I. Let me just say, I'm not cheeked up in my gaming chair. But if I was, potentially, you see this temperature up here? I feel like I'm allowed. If anybody's allowed to be, me. I am 110 degrees. I can wear my booty shorts if I want. Y'all can't stop me. It's hot over here, man. Need to get all the ventilation I can. Gamer sweat. No. Well, yes, but... Currently doing a solo Xerneas God Path, but I only have 20 Dynite ore left. Good luck. I already have it, so I'm passing you all of the Xerneas luck. I don't know if... You're in the Discord, right, Ignatius? If not, you might want to pop over there. I'm sure some other homies would help you out with it if you're... You know. The solo stuff is a little bit quicker, but we do have some friends doing a lot of DAs over in the Discord. Exclamation Discord in the chat. That goes for any of you guys. If you're looking for friends to show off your shinies and run DAs, any of that stuff. It's just basically the same vibe as chat, but I can't disconnect. So, it's cool. Feel like we would wear him... What? We would hear him move from the chair. Woot? What are we talking about here? I don't like the direction this stream is going. Not a fan. We need a poll to see who all's... No, we don't. We don't need a poll for that. I don't want to know. This is, TMI for the stream. Already showed off my shiny Veltal there, while shouting Demon Child out. I got you. I reacted to it as well. What is your name in the Discord? Are you Ignatius over there too? I remember reacting to an Veltal. I'm scrolling up. Oh my god, we've had so many. You're Neo. Yeah. I remember, so I don't know. your name in Discord versus your name in stream. You know how that goes. But that's cool that you got it. The old bacon burb. The AI summary is just going to be the chat is discussing, yeah, who is cheeked up on Thursday afternoon. It's for education purposes. No. We don't need this education. Nobody does, really. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to know. Pick Sprite or zero sugar cherry Coke. Definitely Sprite. I feel like for me, if I'm drinking soda, I'm wanting the sugar and the caffeine and all of the terrible things that I'm not supposed to be having. Like if I'm locked in for it, I'm not going halfway. I want either water if I'm trying to be a healthy fella, or soda if I'm not, and I just need the sugar rush or the caffeine before stream. I need to wake up, you know. So that's kind of my deal. I'm never really. We never buy diet or like zero soda like that. Usually just buying Baja Blast. Sweat squeaks. It's really hard to say. I have a cloth chair though. It's not like a leathery. Why am I telling you this? What what is even the point that I'm trying to prove here? It's like, no. You wouldn't hear me if I was cheeked up. You would have no idea. I drink zero sodas anyways. There you go. I mean, I don't know if they're actually healthier. I don't know what like the science is on it. There is less sugar. So I guess potentially less or no kidney stones. I don't know how that works though. I don't know how the artificial sweeteners pan out, you know? Science, that's the point. There it is. We're doing some science tonight, and I'm not a fan of the science because I am the experiment. I'm not gonna make cheeked and collecting. I'm definitely not doing that, just so we're clear. Will never be a thing. Third channel ain't happening. Yeah. And all of you guys said the same thing. You were all on the same wavelength, sharing the same... Oh, we just got a distortion. Hold up. Let me fly over here. Stop it, guys. Stop it. Go get some help. Great minds. I don't know about that. Is that what we're calling that? Great minds? The Nightmare Channel. Alright, we're gonna park here. I hope we're high enough that I don't think we'll land before it starts, but we'll see. Any live chat has exactly one brain cell. Yeah. I don't know if I share it with the chat, though, is the problem. Like, I already know that there's not much going on up here, and it might just be one community brain cell that I own, right? Which is a bad thing. That means I only have the one. Your weekly therapy session. I mean, I guess if it works, right? Vlad Shorts, 13 months.
Celebrates 13 months of membership. Knowing whether or not Calm is cheeked up is like knowing how Taco Bell is made. Better to enjoy what you like rather than know the truth.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I don't love that I'm Taco Bell in this metaphor. I've talked a lot of smack about Taco Bell in chat. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I do think the idea is right. The general concept here. And I appreciate the 13 months of contributor tier. I see that extra spicy tier as well. Appreciate you. Your dog is currently loafing. Very nice. Love to see it. Absolutely a compliment to be on the same pedestal as Taco Bell. Agree to disagree. Calm's Cheeks are a 5-star restaurant. I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this whole deal. You don't want to know about whether Calm is cheeked, but what if this was Calm Misty? Yeah. Yeah, we know how it goes on that one. We know the answer to that. You know the don't ask questions you don't want to hear the answer to? I don't want to hear the answer to this. Like knowing all of the lyrics to Aerosmith's music, it's better not to know. Yeah, he does a lot of hubbada-bubbadas. He kind of just throws words together, screams a little bit. He does his thing. But you're still tapping your feet, you know? He knows what he's doing. I think it's time for me to leave. Z, I get it. I wish I could. Are you sure you're family friendly? We used to be. I don't know what happened. It was after this Call Misty poster thing got delivered. It all went to heck. Skooma, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? 300 Scyther combo, no luck yet. Soon, very soon. Let me run away. We've got the distortion right now, so hold up. 3 checks. We're looking for Shieldon, Cranidos, or their evolutions. 2 fossils at least. 1 more check. Get me out of here. I think the soft reset is definitely the faster option here, though. I was like this before. Don't blame Schick for this. No, y'all are just showing your true colors now. It's been a little too long. We're getting too comfortable. Just realized I've left my hair straightener on for like 4 hours. I mean, at least you caught it before you found out by the smell of something burning, right? Could have been worse. I don't blame the AI summary for not summarizing this. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to summarize this either. I don't even want to be in on it right now, let alone have to summarize it. You're in the big leagues now, get used to it. No, you... Do I have to? Something weird happened to my other account that is in the cultist tier, and I can't access it anymore, and I don't know if you can see if I'm still subbed to you on that account. So, today before stream, I checked my cultist slash... you mean like memberships, right? I saw you in the list for the cultist tier when I checked pre-stream today. I don't think I can check if you're subbed, though. Like, subscribed specifically. What sorcery is this? We're going back and forth from 3 switches to 6 DSs. Calm is operating at a level mere mortals could never dream of. I'll just tell you right now, the brain cells are the main limitation here. It's my main issue. If I had more brain cells, we could get even more dialed in than this. And I will say, I have 1 switch going still, too. So we're doing 7 consoles, technically. Got the distortions cooking. The burn adjacent. Third appliance Sunny has somehow burned or burn adjacented. I'm going to add an ED to the end of that. It is now a verb. Yeah, Sunny. You might want to stop playing with fire. And that's not just like a saying. It's like a real thing, I think. Just might want to think about it. I'm down to my final 10 Dynite ore. No luck so far. Final God Path chance. Well, hopefully you get something at least for your troubles. A Xerneas. And if not, maybe a phase. And you get to take it with you since you can't keep the path anymore anyways, right? Might be a good just middle ground, right? Heading out for the night. Panda, we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out with this whole deal, whatever this is. Sunny exploded their toaster or something. And then the word adjacent again. Do you know how to use the word adjacent? Do you understand the word adjacent? Did something else with the oven. We need to keep Sunny away from the electronics, it sounds like. We got some issues. The membership was what I was wondering about, but I don't know if what's going to happen next month since I contacted the administrator and they didn't know what the issue is. Well, Hassan, I'm not stressing it. I do appreciate you hanging out. I know you're around, and I'm not, hurting over it, but I'll let you know. I mean, I can keep an eye out for it. Let me see. I can just double check really quick too, since I'm here and I'm thinking about it, because I will not remember after this to look again. Let me take a look-see, because it's a pretty short list of the cultists and contributors. The cultist tier folks, we have so many cultists here. Yeah, your Hassan account is still in there. I don't know. It doesn't show me like date by date though. It just shows me that you've been on that level for 2 months on that account. And I don't know when the renewal stuff would happen. It doesn't show any of that for me. So, there you go. It's still on. We'll see about next month. I'm stressing a little bit. Why are you stressing? Better stop stressing. This is what I get for getting my shiny Veltal so quickly. All my luck has been taken away. I mean, you're happy you got the Veltal, right? It's not like it's a bad thing. You just got a little bit of work you got to put in for the Xerneas now. It's fine. It's fine. And Hassan, I appreciate you, buddy. You know the deal. Just being around, guys. I always say this at the end of stream. I know you guys don't have to pay money to watch me on YouTube. I appreciate you guys who support financially and do all that stuff. I know it's like it's not nothing. And it all adds up for you, boy. It all goes back into stream for this whole crazy DS setup and all the games and mics and cameras and all the things. It all goes back into this, so I really appreciate you guys. But don't ever feel like it's you gotta do it. If you're ever like having trouble with any of that stuff or money's tight, please make sure you have your money first. Make sure that you're good. I would much rather you guys be financially stable than me get a few extra bucks. And I do greatly appreciate y'all, but don't be putting yourself out there if, you know. I appreciate you guys. Just being around, it's enough for you, boy. Being part of the community. Early stream end, or are you just saying words? I'm just saying words, as usual. I try to say a couple words during stream. My favorite band is playing Tokyo in November, and I have to find a way to get over there. Gotta tell their label to send me as a Japan expert. What's the band? Let's hear it. I'm gonna judge you on your favorite band. Peer pressured me into it because of the whole Avatar advertisement. But you know, we're two halves of the same coin, of course. So it's like you're paying for yourself and for me. I never said I was the Avatar first. Hassan and Sir Shicker, they convinced me for that, so I blame you guys. That's all on you, man. I'm catching up. Mother. I don't know who Mother is. Never heard of him. I was gonna judge you, so now I guess I get judged. What kind of music is Mother? Let's see. I'm not gonna look this up or play any of this on stream, but interested. Financially unstable rather than what? Than what? Speaking of financially unstable, I got a copy of Leaf Green on eBay yesterday. I paid more than I wanted to. I should have gotten it a few weeks ago. Did prices go up? Or something? What's the dealio with Leaf Green? I love Mother. There you go. A lot of people know Mother. Need me to get you on a guest list. Gonna get into the Mother concert, apparently. You gotta get yourself in first. You gotta convince him you're a Japan expert. Ever heard Hayloft? Haven't. I don't know why I asked, like, I would know any of this. I'm just a boomer, dude. Alright, we got 2 more checks for this distortion here. 2 Cranidos, not bad. We got actual fossils. Oh, God. Said, don't talk to me or my son ever again. Alright. That was quick. That was a 5 or a 10-minute one. 6-month Shiny Ray flashbacks. Yeah, it'd be like that with DAs sometimes. It's a very ... I'm not surprised you have not heard of them and Mel has. I wonder what this means. I'm glad that Liz said this and not me. Let's hear the reasoning on this. Some very, very hipster vibes or something. Do I not give off the same kind of vibes? You know, I call myself a boomer. It hurts. Ice King, welcome in. Calm still listens to Beethoven. Beethoven. Yeah, I listen to a little Beethoven myself. You can't go wrong with the classics. Don't be talking smack about Beethoven. Zoe, welcome in. Same thing happened to me, Ignatius. I was actually crying when I got it. It was Ray as well. A lot of Ray issues in chat. I just can't stop getting shiny Rays for some reason. Call must be thinking they speak in a code I don't understand. I thought the first stutter was just you messing up, and then you did under 4 times. And this is just something I don't get, something that I don't understand. Apparently. Bro, we're like the same age. Listen, I got bad news for you. I don't know what to tell you. Don't make me say it. Good old bathe oven. Yes, bathe oven. Is any of the games Sapphire, or are they all Emerald? All of these are Emerald right now. So in Emerald, there's more areas in the Safari Zone that have a bunch of Gen 2 Pokemon. So that's why I'm doing this in Emerald. I do have Ruby and Sapphire and stuff as well. But I think the other game that I'm planning on doing some Safari Zone stuff in, depending on how Emerald goes, I would really like to get Fire Red Leaf Green going. I just need to get a Pokemon with Illuminate for it, so. Shouts out The Styx, one of the greatest albums of all. There it is, I don't know. Haven't heard it. I'm a boomer. So's Liz. I'm dragging you down with me. You're locked in too. It's more like they're very popular in a certain segment you do not fall into. Oh, I don't know how I should feel about this. That I don't fall into. I don't get it either. Calm and I are only a few months apart in age. Guys. Come on, don't make me say it. Same age thing was to you saying you're a boomer. I know. Alright, whatever. We can both live this life. Heard them perform that in Texas 2013 when they were so tiny in America. They were an opening band. Where are they from? What is this? What is this band? And why am I not in the inner circle for this band, apparently? Sapphire was the second ever game I played because Leaf Green was the first one I played. Sapphire was the first game I ever got a shiny in. But yeah, been a hot minute since we got a shiny in Ruby or Sapphire. We did the starter hunts. They Canada, there it is. They Canadian. Oh, so I don't fit into the Canadian circle. That is true. That is accurate. We know we're old, man. The point is that you can't use that as an excuse. Sure I can. Yeah, I can. I just did. It's so simple. Calm doesn't like anything Canadian, apparently. If it's ketchup chips, I will say the Kit Kats were pretty good. I'll give you guys the dub on that one. The Kit Kats were pretty good. But yeah, ketchup chips, not so much. I don't know about, what was the band? Was it Mommy Mommy? It wasn't that, right? What was it? Mother Mother. I just scrolled up. Mother Mother. Can we just all walk past this and not say anything about... I'm not even going to look at chat. Not even going to take a look-see. You guys just have fun over there for a few minutes while I forget about anything going on here. I'm just going to do a couple of encounters. I also remember...
Kaji celebrates 20 months of membership, unsubbed.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. Liz, we had a good run. A cool 20 months of membership. Yeah, I get it. A very, very good run. What can you do? What did I just join into? Watermelon, I wish I knew. I don't know what the heck's going on here. We're having some issues tonight. Kind of busy watching One Piece, but I just wanted to say hi, and I will watch the stream replay later. Cursed Kit. I appreciate it. It's all good. The VOD will be up, and we'll be doing some more of this tomorrow as well. So, don't stress it. We'll see you around. We just have to keep checking those distortions occasionally, too. What you think will be the best team for Emerald? Because I'm thinking of playing Emerald, and the starter I'm picking is Mudkip. So when I play Gen 3, my starting team is usually Starter, and then Ralts, and Shroomish in the first, zones. You have a really nice, well-rounded team immediately. You can grab, Tailo or Wingull if you need, but you have Mudkip, so you don't need water or anything. You can get some other cool stuff in the grass, just kind of, around the gym, but you get, 3 Pokemon really, really early on that are really good picks already. And then once you get to Brawley's Town, you can go and you can get, a Mawile or a Sableye or an Aeron or a Makuhita or something. You have a lot of really good options super early on in Gen 3, and that's what I really like about Gen 3, is you just get a lot of really cool stuff. You're not, locked into needing a bunch of bugs and, just the regular birds and, you have a lot of, diversity in the types and stuff that you have. Chat AI recap no more, please. Chat AI, I don't know what they're thinking about what this stream is at this point. I'm not associate electric diaper with whatever Calm said. That's fair. God, that bottom right looks so shiny. I don't know, bro. The sun kerns are killing me. PJ collects. Yeah, everything before Gen 5, like Black and White 2, was always full odds with these random encounters and stuff. There's no shiny charm, nothing like that. The odds are 1 in 8192. So, we're at almost 1600 encounters. The nice thing is we have 6 consoles going at once, so we have a lot of checks that we're doing. But I was mentioning this earlier. I got an Illumise super fast when I was doing some test runs on my Emerald setup. And I have a feeling we're going to be going over odds on this. We'll see, though. What is chat yapping about? Who knows? It's best to just leave them be. Gonna flag my channel. Yes, they will. I have no say in this whatsoever at this point. Just have to pray. Hope that old AI bot likes us. Been working out again, and long COVID has reared its ugly head once again and is kicking my butt. Is it something that, like, goes away and comes back like that? I've heard that, like, there's been longer symptoms on some of that, but I haven't... I hope I don't have any... I don't want to even say it. I don't want to jinx it. Because I definitely had it really bad one time, and that was the only time I've ever had it. I wonder, can Owl City count as a classic? No. It's very new. Definitely not. But you can still like it whether it's a classic or not, right? Giving lots of good shiny luck vibes. Very nice. Okay, I just threw a Pokeblock on accident. Get me out of here, dude. One of these games keeps desyncing. My family has COVID, but I've managed to evade. Jewel, just stay locked away in your room. Stay very far away, because it sucks. It is not a good time. Only hard thing is I don't know how to level them up equally. The only Pokemon that was level 70 on my Sapphire team was the starter full evolution of Mudkip. Yeah, it's kind of tough in the older games to keep it balanced like that. You really have to make an effort to train things up kind of evenly in the old Pokemon games. And that's why I'm saying the kind of nice way to play through a lot of these, like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, is a really nice way to play through Gen 3 if you're just looking for the vibe. Like, you have the experience share. It's just, it has a lot of the modern niceties in the newer stuff. That's why I really like the 3DS games, because it sucks having to grind and, like, just for each Pokemon one by one, right? And in the old games, you don't even get to... What the heck is going on? Might need to reboot this GBA, I think, because it keeps not connecting to that top left one. Finally finished the 8th floor glitch. Now I have Shiny Mew, Mewtwo, and Eevee. The work was worth it. What is the 8th floor glitch? I don't know what that is. Random YouTube dude, let me know. I have no clue. I have asthma, and long COVID just hits different with the asthma. Yeah, I mean, just anything COVID-y with asthma, right? Anything with, like, breathing issues, right? Definitely heard that. Going for all shiny mythicals, so now I have Mew and Celebi headed for Jirachi next. Very nice. Well, good luck on the shiny Jirachi. The gift level 100 shiny legends carried my first playthrough of White 2. Good thing too, because I was not a smart kid. Hey, if it works, it works. Experience All was Gen 1, right? Was that not in the later gens? Experience All. Experience Share, you mean? The Experience Share is a held item for one Pokemon, but in Gen 6 onwards, you get an Experience Share that's not a held item, that's like a key item that's enabled for everything. So whenever you get into a battle, all of your Pokemon get experience. So it isn't just like the thing that's in the fight. But the other really nice thing that they introduced from Gen 6 onward is you actually get experience for catching Pokemon too. So, like, there's a little more reason to catch a lot of stuff. So for me, I would always be catching every new Pokemon in each route because I was grinding anyways, you know? It's nice to be able to do both things at once. No, Experience All. I have not heard of an Experience All before. 8th floor 8F is a glitch in red and blue for GB that lets you do arbitrary code execution. Huh. Takes about 10 hours to set up. Oh god. Well, that is something. I have not ever seen that before, but that's pretty neat. So what, you're just getting the encounters for the mythicals and stuff then, and shiny hunting them that way? I've never actually seen this. Finally, YouTube recommends a hopefully non-violent safari video. Been watching too many National Geographic channels recently. Well, We definitely don't have the National Geographic vibes, but I'm hoping that the shinies are friends, they get caught, and we can just collect some things in a calm manner. That's the hope. Catching all the new things helps a ton with completing the Pokedex down the line. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm working towards, like, the shiny charm. I'm grinding up all my Pokemon at the same time. I have options later on if I need to change my team up. Like, yeah. It's everything the Pokemon series is pushing you to do, but they are rewarding you for it. You don't have to choose whether you want to get good experience or catch the thing, the Chansey, right? Took forever to get the shiny Mew in Gen 1, I would imagine. I know that the odds are not good. I've never done a Gen 1 shiny hunt before. Mel, you're headed out. We'll see you around. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you on the next one. No shinies were injured during this video. None yet. Although I gotta be honest, I have no way of injuring these things. This isn't even like old Safari Zone where I could throw a rock. Can't throw anything at these things. Got no chance. Experience All was Gen 1. It gives you experience points to every party member. I have never heard of this before. Because in Gen 1, they didn't even have held items. So was it a thing? I mean, when I was playing Gen 1, I was like 8, 9. So like, I didn't really know what the heck was going on. But I don't remember that being a thing. Has anybody heard of this before? I've not heard of this. It lowered the amount. It was a key item. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I ever had that. Experience share didn't become experience all until Gen 6 spiel. A little crazy on the... Bro, chill. Experience all wasn't in Gen 1. Look it up. Look it up, says Age Guy Era. Yes, it was. I don't know. I don't remember that being a thing, but I was there. There's no way. Hold on. I'm going to look this up. We're going to fact check this right now. I almost typed in your name. It says it's in Pokemon Yellow. Experience All is not a modern feature because it was introduced in Generation 1. The thing is, in Gen 1, Experience All was pretty terrible. So it split it up too much was the issue in Gen 1, I guess. I guess it like really messed up the scaling of the experience. The issue isn't really the idea of full party experience. I'm just reading a whole Reddit thread now. I'm good. I guess it was in Gen 1, but it was really bad apparently. I never used it. I never realized that was a thing. And then the big complaint was every Pokemon in Gen 6 with Experience All would get full experience, is like what people complain about, which I gotta be honest, guys, I don't get the complaints. I've talked about this many times, but like grinding to level up your Pokemon, to me, doesn't equal difficulty. Like, it just equals time wasting. It's like artificial difficulty that you have to go out and you have to manually do a bunch of encounters. And I feel like speeding up the monotonous kind of parts of the game are not a bad thing, right? I don't know how you guys feel on that, but like, that's the thing that kills old Pokemon playthroughs for me, like Gen 4 and Gen 5 stuff. Trying to get through those games, it's tough, because you have to have all the HMs, you have to manually battle with each Pokemon one by one to get them to the right kind of level range. It takes a lot of time. The single-use TMs, there's just a lot of old stuff that sucks. Makes it very tedious. Grinding is just not like the exciting part of this game. And I guess Right now, I'm just doing encounters manually, but like back then, I wasn't trying to shiny hunt. I was trying to get through the story, and then I'd have to sit here for, what, an hour running around KOing Teddy Ursa or whatever the rare thing that gave the most experience was, right? Like, it just adds a lot of just running around time to the whole experience. Never realized hold items weren't a thing in Gen 1 until recently. Yeah. There's no breeding in Gen 1 either. Which is why in Let's Go it was kind of tough to get a full dex. Because you couldn't breed anything. So you had to get really rare spawns for the starters. Or you had to do trades for like the other fossil that you didn't take. It's kind of tough. I figured that out the hard way. When do you check your P.O. box? Jan, we get a notification if anything is delivered to the P.O. box. So if something was sent, you can let me know. If you have like a tracking number or something, I can keep an eye on that too. But we should get a notification that something was delivered. They like message us. Did you ever miss a shiny? I have not ever failed a shiny in one of these older games. I have definitely failed shinies in Legends and Scarlet and Violet and stuff. We've had some issues in that. But in the older games, the only thing I haven't gotten is during the shiny starter hunt in Ruby and Sapphire. The way you check is you send out the Pokemon into a battle, and there's a Poochyena that gets sent out as well. It's a wild one, and that can also be shiny. And when we were doing the starter hunts in Ruby and Sapphire, I found a whole bunch of shiny Poochyenas that you can't catch. You don't have Pokeballs or anything yet. You have to KO it. So we killed a bunch of shiny Poochyenas in Gen 3. Got lucky a few weeks back and found a trade bot in Let's Go. Still need Machamp though. Yeah, well if you need help in like the Discord, you can definitely get some help. Although Let's Go is kind of tough to get people to be active in, you know? The other option is you can always transfer stuff from Pokemon Go. So that's what I did to complete a lot of the decks in that game, is I would evolve it in Go and then transfer it up into Let's Go. And that was kind of a nice way to fill out the decks. Before the clarification, I was already typing up the Scatterbug. Yeah. I've definitely failed a shiny or 3. We failed quite a few in our day, but nothing in the older games. And I gotta be honest, Safari Week is probably going to be when that happens for the first time, because they can be running. Not excited about that, but it is a potential thing. Dog cam, she's running around out there. I got no chance to show off the doggo. She's going ballistic out there. Gonna go. Been invited to watch the new Ghostbusters. Ignatius, enjoy. We'll see you around, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Just got back from a massive gaming session. Very nice. Hopefully you had a good time. Got the high score. Are you winning, son? Yeah. I miss the, like the LAN parties and stuff. The LAN parties of yore was a good time. Just a bunch of pizza and sodas and just greasy gaming. It was a very, very good time. Can I have that cut out in the background? You definitely cannot. You can ask Sir Sheikar or Volt for a copy, though, because they apparently have the copyright on that. That's all them. I have nothing to do with that one. You're gonna have to contract it out to them, I think. At least we can save money on the food and drink consumption from LAN parties. I don't want to save the money. I want to have the LAN party. You know, they have some like really big, crazy LAN parties, and they're like events at like convention centers and stuff. I think it'd be kind of cool to go to something like that. I don't know what I would play, but like people just bring their computers, they go set up, and they're just kind of there for a long weekend. And man, that seems like that would just be a good time. Would smell like nothing else has ever smelled. But I would be part of it. That's all that matters. We're preparing the Minecraft server. There you go. Enjoy. I just want you guys to know I have no say in any moderation stuff on this. I have no idea what's going on. This is a third-party calm and collecting deal, just so we're clear. Because I don't know anything about the Minecrafts. Just throwing it out there. There's a little asterisk on that. Reminds me of a recent distractible topic, movie theater LAN parties. Yeah, I've seen people renting those out for like Smash tournaments and stuff. I've got to imagine it's really laggy, right? Like, but it would still be so cool to just have a bunch of homies in the theater, just screaming, going crazy, playing a bunch of games. I was playing Soul Silver once and just got my Pokedex, but I did not have Pokeballs yet. Go to the professor, and on the last patch of grass, there was a shiny Hoot Hoot. Yeah, there's definitely been some people who have found shinies and did not have the means to catch them. And I mean, I guess it could happen just in a regular playthrough too, right? Like, doesn't even have to be right at the beginning of the game. If you just don't have Pokeballs, like we'd mentioned, early on in the game, there's not like a ton of reason for you to catch a million things, right? So I bet there was a lot of people that didn't really have the resources to catch anything if it did pop up, right? Something kind of rare. But everyone wants you to play. All two people, yeah. The two people, they're demanding it. What Pokemon needs an evolution more, Maractus or Octillery? Maractus doesn't have any evolution at all. At least Octillery is an evolution, but they're both pretty... Oh, pay. I got you. Pay. Interesting. I don't know about that. I gotta be honest with you. They should not hurt people like that. I love that shiny legendaries are 100% catch rate and go. Yeah, with the shinies you mean? I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that a little bit. You know, in the early areas in Scarlet and Violet, the Pokemon are all shiny locked. Like on the house and stuff, they did a bunch of shiny locking. And I kind of like understand maybe why they did it, but I also am just torn on any kind of shiny locking like that. Like, I get that it must feel real bad to fail the shiny, but I think it's also kind of a cool encounter. You know, it's a cool story to be able to even say that you saw the thing or, you know, get a video of it, whatever. So I think that it's cool that there's potential for that. It's not like it's probable that it's going to happen, right? Keep on thinking about the fact that Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and Mario and Luigi will all have came out in the span of a year. Never thought any of those three games would ever make a comeback. Really? I know for sure that, like, Paper Mario has been a really big popular thing, although Mario RPG and that middle one kind of looked weird. Mario RPG, I know, was a big surprise to people, and Mario and Luigi, I really was not sure when the next one of those was going to be, because it wasn't... I guess they had some on the 3DS, but it's been a long time since one of those games was released, right? Have you ever played Emerald Kaizo? I have not played the, like, crazy difficulty patch ones. Maybe one day. Planning on doing a dual shiny hunt today. I'm going for the entire Bounsweet line in Violet. Shiny Ho-Oh and Soul Silver, wish me luck. Good luck. The Bounsweet line is very annoying to get in Violet. It kind of sucks. So good luck on that. Would you say that Nintendo was perhaps based? They make very good video games. I just wish they understood the internet a little bit. But they are my favorite video game company by a lot, so there you go. Really excited for that new Legend of Link game. Yes. It looks cool. I'm usually not like very invested in 2D Zelda games, but I really like the style of that Link's Awakening thing that they reused, and it looks like they have a lot of the Breath of the Wild like problem solving, which I really liked about those games. So it looks a lot more open-ended, and I think that that's going to make me really like that game, because I already like the style of it, and it just, yeah, it's exactly what I was looking for. And I didn't even realize that's what I was looking for. How often do you stream and on your Twitch channel? How often do you stream on your Twitch channel? I can't talk, bro. How often do you stream on your Twitch channel? I don't ever stream on my Twitch channel, to be honest with you. I have it spun up, and I was thinking about it being like more of a second channel, but I don't know. I've kind of been on the fence about that a little bit. I've thought about maybe with the Too Calm 2 collecting thing, because I have a second channel here on YouTube as well. If you do exclamation 2C2C, I think that should have a link to that. I think that's working now. The second channel, yes, channel. That's where I was going to stream the non-Pokemon stuff, and that's what the Twitch originally kind of was going to be. But I'm not sure. I've never really been super, like, invested in Twitch, so I don't know. I have it there just in case, but I haven't really used it. I've only used it for bot testing. It's a simple word, I know. That doesn't stop me from being unable to say it. Maybe go to YouTube and find the new efficient hover bike. Nice hover bike. There were a few remakes, but yeah, I haven't had a new Mario and Luigi since Paper Jam. Wasn't Paper Jam Paper Mario? Or was that actually oh, that was them plus Paper Mario, wasn't it? I kind of remember that. It was like the combo. A rare emergency stream there once when YouTube wanted to play games. We're almost at that point these days. Dude, I don't know what's going on. What the dealio is. Was a Mario and Luigi game and Paper Mario made cameo. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that deal. Yeah, the new top-down Zelda game looks really, really cool. I'm excited for that. You know, I've never played through a Metroid game ever. Ever. I've never played through any of them. I know that a lot of people were really excited for Metroid Prime, but I'm not, like, invested in that either. It might be kind of cool to play through some of those now, since they have all of them on Switch now, right? And now they have the new one coming out. So, might be a decent time to play through some of those. Don't we love YouTube when it's just, yeah, the old Frozo. Have you ever played Smash Ultimate? Indeed, I have. I've definitely played a little bit of Smash Brothers in my day. I used to play a lot of Melee back in the day, like, used to play kind of like Tournament Smash for a little bit. But I did play some Ultimate. I never played like high level Ultimate. I played for the memes. I play all the big bodies in Ultimate. I play King K. Rool and like Ganondorf and stuff. I like the big chunky fellas. We play Smash on stream. The only thing is, like I said, I wish Nintendo got the internet, because the netcode for Smash sucks. It's really bad. Stream, come back to me. Woot. We're not having issues, are we? Don't tell me that. Who's your ace that you always use for Smash? In Ultimate, I'm playing King K. Rool. He's my main dog. But in Melee, I was a Marth guy. Was a Marth player. Are the Pokemon on the corner the Pokemon that you have found? I have not found any shinies on this. Those are just things that we could find over here. Those are a few things that I wouldn't mind seeing. Miltank is definitely the thing that I would like to see the most out of the area that we're at here. But yeah. And just kind of some potential options. And I gotta be honest, most of these shinies here are pretty alright. Sunkern is not the spiciest thing in the world, but...
Are we shiny?
No.
Oh.
No shinies. My wife is giving me a snack. A Jolly Rancher. I can't really eat this on stream. But, I appreciate you.
Can I show you that?
My wife wants to show you her new sweater. Here you go. Has a troll butt on it. Good luck, trolls. They're having a stanky tea party.
They're cute.
Yeah.
And it's cold. That's it.
I just want you guys to take a look at the temperature right there. The weather that we're living in.
No, it's cold in here.
She's wearing a sweater right now. Just throwing it out there. Those trolls look 60 years old. Yeah, they age different than us. King K. Rool is the best Smash character. He's a tank. He's got good moves, good recovery, and he's speedy. I just like that he's got a big cannonball. He's stomp you with his foot a little bit. I think he's very disrespectful, the moves that he decides to do. And I'm a fan of that. Weirdly, not the only butt discussed on stream. I know, we've had issues tonight. My dogs are barking. My wife's yelling at them. It's just a very interesting evening. Very, very interesting. Are you using the Shiny Charm? Ice King, in these old games, there is no Shiny Charm. So our odds are 1 in like 8,000, basically. 1 in 8192 are the odds in these old games. So we've gotten through some encounters tonight. Over 2,000 already, which is crazy. We've had a lot of stream issues, so we didn't get as many as we could. But, yeah, still pretty good overall. We're trying to get a distortion, too. We've been checking. We also stop occasionally for a few minutes on the distortion checks, too. So we're going a little bit slower than maybe we could. He's the only character that can dab. There you go. Donkey Kong can't. That's in Mario Kart. Always been a default Link main. In the Switch version, though, I played a lot of Mii, Sword Fighter, Dragon Quest Hero, Joker, and Banjo-Kazooie. There's just so many options in Ultimate. It's kind of tough to just pick one, you know? I played some Chrom as well, because he kind of played like Marth in Melee a little bit. The problem is when I play a character that kind of feels like Melee Marth, I start getting into muscle memory for Melee, which is bad in that game because, like, I'm trying to wave dash and I'm trying to do a bunch of movement stuff that just isn't for that game. So a lot of times I try to distance myself from the Melee characters that I play, and I just play completely different things in Ultimate. So, big bodies, Ganondorf, maybe a little Bowser. But K. Rool is definitely my homie. Also, the closest we have to having King Gambit and Smash. K. Rool? What do you mean? In 2077, 6. There it is. What makes someone a criminal? There it is. Have you watched the anime for Cyberpunk, Z? I was a big fan of that. I was not expecting that to be as good as it was. I was expecting that to be a really stanky, like, just kind of cash grab cartoon. Back, Baked Voldemort, welcome back. Z, alright, good. I figured he did. We hit the like goal. Guys, I appreciate you liking the stream. Let's get a like goal 200 pinned up. And if you haven't liked the stream yet, just think about it. Help your boy out on the algorithm. Give him a like. Jan, you already got one pinned up, so I'm going to try to pin somebody else. Dr. Clam, you got it. I appreciate you guys. I know this stream's a little bit more chill, a little bit more quiet than usual, although had some strange discussions going on tonight, but still. Just started Cyberpunk 2077, kind of wanted to experience all of the iconic Keanu Reeves things. Is he like super active in that game? Like, is he a main part of that? I kind of thought he was just like a little side character thing. Is he like pretty involved in the story? I haven't actually played Cyberpunk. I was waiting until it was good, and now I've just kind of like haven't played it, but it keeps going on sale for like 50% off. And I think it's probably like an okay time for me to get it, right? Because I have a 4080. I can power Cyberpunk to look really, really spicy and just run decently well, right? It's been optimized a little bit more. It's not like completely broken. He's a major character. I kind of, for some reason, thought that they just had him on as like a side thing to kind of get people a little hyped up. It's currently in a playable state. That, man, I would hope after this much time. Which Pokemon was more disappointing, Dunsparce or Crabominable? I think that Dunsparce is all that it needs to be. At first, I thought it was kind of stupid, but Dunsparce is kind of stupid, right? Like, I think that's exactly what it had to be for an evolution for that. So I don't dislike that at all. Crabominable is kind of ugly, but I don't really think either of them are super disappointing to me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think on that. Cyberpunk, I'm still locked in the tutorial area because of some glitch. That's too bad. Do you think an analog pocket is worth it? It really depends what you're looking to do. I think that the analog pocket is a pretty cool looking piece of hardware. I've never actually held one in the hand, so I don't know what the like build quality and stuff is like, but it seems like it's pretty cool. It's like $250, and if you want to get the dock that you can like transmit to your TV or a capture card or something, it's more than that. I think it's like $60 or $70 to get the dock as well. So you're in at like $300+ with tax and shipping and everything else. But I mean, it seems like a really quality piece of hardware. I personally wouldn't mind having one of those, but I want to get one of the clear color ones. That's what I would really like to get. So I've kind of been holding off. I don't really want just a black or a white one. I would really like to get a snazzy colored one. We'll see if that ever happens. I don't really need it since I have so many GBAs and DSs and stuff, but I kind of like collecting handheld consoles for some reason. It's kind of been something I've been down with recently. Love my analog pocket. It seems like a cool little unit, you know? Can definitely appreciate it for what it is. And it's FPGA, so that means that like it's running basically original hardware like that. It's the same kind of like processing and stuff. So to be honest, even if you're shiny hunting on emulators, I would never say that that's not like legit, but some people really care about that. I'm not one of those people, but that's like a potential selling point for that as well. Dog just keeps running in here, squeaking her loud old bone. We'll just park here, do some more encounters. Dunsparce has always been one of my favorite Pokemon, and it took a bit to get used to the Evo, but now I like the Dunsparce. Dunsparce is still better, though. Yeah, I think that the Dunsparce is a good riff off of what Dunsparce was, right? The same kind of goofy vibe. They just kind of leaned into the joke a little bit. Really just want to clock mod it for playing Pokemon games at 1.5 or 2 times. Not sure if I can do that, though. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm not sure on that, actually. Let me know. Age Guy Era, have you ever tried that? Can you adjust the clock speed on the console like that. I don't know, since it's FPGA, if you can do that or not, or if it's like set at a certain clock speed. No audio. Hello, yo. Pseudo widow. Hi. Adjusting speed? No. It's because you're not emulating it. So I don't think that that's the device for you if that's what you're trying to do. What I would say is if you just want something to have on the go and play at like 2 times speed, you might just get like a Retroid Pocket or like one of those like little emulator handheld things. There's a million of them these days. And then just, you can do it that way. You can have it on a hotkey and just fast forward it that way. I wouldn't let anybody talk you out of any of this stuff. Like if with shiny hunting, and I guess I'm not the best example for this because I have like a bunch of DSs and a bunch of crazy stuff for stream, and that's just because I have a bunch of people supporting the stream, right? But like I can't blame anybody for not having this ridiculous setup that I have here. And if you don't have the funds to get hundreds of dollars worth of crap, you might as well, if you want a shiny hunt, you can get a $50 emulation handheld thing and like play through a game that way, or just whatever your means line up with, like money wise. Don't let somebody talk you into, oh, you gotta do it this way or else it isn't legit, or like, I don't buy that whole deal. Do whatever works for you and don't let anybody else tell you how to do it. Get your shinies. But you can make a ton of save states for endless starters and legendaries if you want, although it feels dirty for me, so I don't do it. Yeah. We all have our own kind of like rules that we're playing by, right? Like certain things. I feel like the Analog Pocket is just a really nice piece of hardware, and it's cool because you can actually play your cartridges. That's like another big bonus for that, right? And I guess it kind of works similar to a GB operator, which is another good option if you're not needing it portable. You can back up all of your games, you can play through your PC, and you can fast forward and stuff too. So it might be an option. That's like $50 for that. And it's pretty cool because they have it so that you can multi-instance now too. So if you ever want to do multiple things, but again, if you're just going to play on your PC, you could just open up like 4 copies of Virtual Boy or something and just do it that way. Just depends on what you're looking for. I'm gonna brush my teeth, then do 13 more circuitry resets and gotta head to bed. Jan, good luck on the resets. Good luck on the toothbrushing. Don't yuck someone else's yum. There you go. I've never heard that saying before, but I get what you're putting down. Could also inject GBA ROMs into a CAA film, play them on a 3DS. Yeah, honestly, a 3DS is like one of the coolest, like emulation handhelds, I guess. It definitely takes a little bit of know-how to get to that point, though, if it's not already set up. Like, that's the kind of thing where it's very nice for the people who know how to set up all of these devices. I have a lot of these. But I get that it's a little, like, convoluted for some people, and they're not, like, really, like, in the know enough to be able to set all that stuff up. So that's kind of, I guess, one of the other nice perks of the Analog Pocket or a GB operator or something like that, is it's just plug in a cartridge. It's basically the same exact flow as if you just had a Game Boy or something, right? Want them to give Weavile a Mega in Legend ZA just so Chen Pao becomes irrelevant. So this is a hatred Mega evolution. I really gotta mod my 3DS. It's really not that hard. Like, it's a really easy step-by-step guide. It takes a little bit of back and forth. Like, you need to have some technical stuff, but it's not like terrible. There's really, really good walkthroughs now, and it's so much easier than it used to be. You basically will not break your console as long as you're following the steps. You're fine. It used to be very risky back in the day. Like, it was still, if you followed the guide, you were good, but there were a lot of steps you could mess up. And the way, I've talked about this before, but the way you used to have to hack your console was so interesting to me. You had to go back in time. So, like, you would get your console, your 3DS, and you would have to downgrade to version like 2.0 or something of the 3DS firmware. And if you were on a new 3DS, they never shipped with that firmware. That was a firmware that was only ever on the old 3DSs. So you had to downgrade to this sketchy, very old version that was not meant for the hardware that you were putting it on. Because on that version, they left some key exposed that is specific to your console. You go back in time to the old version, grab that key, come back to the new version, use that, and you build this whole custom thing with it. And it's just, this is obviously super simplified, but it was just so cool, the steps, and like the way that they hacked it is so like at the bottom level. They got into the thing that like signs all of the code packages and like all of the things to say like, yeah, you can play this, yeah, you can do this. So you're adjusting these things that are at such a low level that they could never patch it ever if they wanted to. The only way they could get it is if they grabbed it out of your hands and they flashed it back at Nintendo headquarters. That's the only way that they could ever break it, which is like how low level they got with it, which is just like as hacked as anything could be. And I don't think, I mean, with the Switch, nobody's really found anything for this, right? Like, they had a weird thing on some of the very early Switches and stuff, but I'm not aware of anything that's like a big, like, exploit that everybody's able to use on this. It's a very weird thing. You have to get like a physical chip or something in it, right? Dragon Plays, welcome in. Welcome. I'm not beneath saving my GBA game on my computer through the GB operator and shiny hunting multiple instances through Visual Boy. How I hunted my Mew. Yeah. The only thing is you need to make sure that you're like, you have a different trainer ID or something. Otherwise, you'll probably be seeing a lot of the same stuff. I really want Yellow Screen to get another shiny. Yeah, I went back and we did find the shiny Torchic on the Yellow Screen. Some jerks broke into the cemetery where my dad is buried. What the heck? Yeah, that, some people, I'm just saying, karma, it's gonna be rough for those folks. I hope everything's alright, dude. That's really so annoying that people be like that. Some people are the worst. It is what it is. Wouldn't mod my main 3DS or my JP 2DS XL, but my old Ocarina of Time 3DS. Yeah, it's cool to have one, because you can back up. The nice thing about modding it is you don't even need to install a bunch of stuff. You don't need to do anything sketchy. But what you can do is you can back up all of your saves onto your computer, put them into G Drive or something, and just be safe. If like one of your systems dies, you have all of your saves backed up, right? You can also get Pokemon Bank if you didn't have it on all of them already. There's just a lot of nice things that like you can't do, right? Hassan, I appreciate you, buddy.
Donald Ducey call me Wami doing Safari Week.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, I do pretty based if I say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the shiny?
Boy, don't talk about Kami Wami like that, or else.
Don't talk about Call Me Wami like that. We'll get the shiny. Just trust. Just take a little time. We're charging up for a spicy 5% shiny. And Hassan, I appreciate the spicy $20 dues. I hope the new house situation's working out for you, or the new place, we'll say. Hope it's all going well. Probably some edgy, cool teenagers, yeah. Yeah, I'll get what's coming to them. That's how it goes. Goes around, comes around. Forgot to say that I'm going to Disney in a little over a week. Very nice. My wife and I are going there eventually too. Sometime relatively soon. I'm not like a super big Disney fan, but she is just insane about all the Disney stuff, so she's very excited. So yeah. Just when you think Hassan is gone, he fires back with another banger. Indeed. Did a bunch of donuts. Yeah, that's annoying. Annoying teenager mentality there. That's how it goes, unfortunately. My favorite ride is closed, though. How do you know that it's already closed? What's your favorite ride? Always around, just playing Wario Zone. Little Wario Zone, just a little different than Pokemon's. Good old Wario Zone. Do you and Jalissa know about Peyton Parrish? Does very good metal covers of Disney songs. I have never heard of this fellow. I don't listen to a lot of Disney songs. She's more of a... She's not really a Disney person either. She's a Disneyland person. She really likes going to Disneyland. I feel like we both have watched like pretty much all of the Disney movies. We'll sit down and we'll enjoy them, but we're not like necessarily Disney adults. We're not collecting a lot of Disney stuff. We're not doing that whole deal. She loves going to Disneyland though. It's like her favorite place to go. I don't really get it, but it is what it is. I also, since I have my like back stuff that's pretty bad, like a lot of the crazy rides where it's really bumping around and like moving me around and stuff can like potentially hurt my back. So I kind of like am always iffy on some of those too. It's kind of like we went on Splash Mountain, which I know is like a pretty light one, but like the jolt when you hit the water at the end kind of like flexed my back weird one of the times we went, and it was just like, oh, I'm an old man. I had to realize that I was an old man at that time. I realized at Disneyland, in the Magical Kingdom. Croco, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Haven't moved yet? Moving there in 5 days. Oh. So you're gonna pack up then. Teacups are mine. That's nice and easy. That's the... You know, I actually, despite not really being a Star Wars guy, I really liked the original Star Tours. I thought that was cool. Like, just the moving around, even though you're kind of not, you know? Disneyland is good for Pokemon Go, yeah. A lot of walking around. I'm assuming a ton of Pokestops. The corn dog stand is my favorite ride. There it is. I'm a churro stand myself. It's my personal favorite. I'm a big fan of the churros there. Finished packing up my furniture, and man, that was the worst thing ever. Yeah. Yeah, the packing and unpacking is the worst part. But getting into the new spot and, you know, getting everything reorganized, it's kind of nice because you have to kind of get everything together, right? So it's nice to be able to reorganize all your stuff. You wouldn't have been doing that unless you had to put it all in boxes and move it into a new place, right? So it's kind of nice to be able to do it. True greatest achievement was Call of Duty War. I can't say it. I literally can't say this. Call of Duty. Call of Duty Wario Zone on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Oh God, help me. Help me. Oh my God, I wish it was a bit. I couldn't stop reading ahead on that message. Because I saw it was Wario Zone instead of War Zone. And I was like, I gotta remember Wario Zone. And then I couldn't stop remembering the EO. Stun locked me. That's my life. The two brain cells are working to overdrive right now. Guys, I think we're gonna go to 2,500 tonight. It's getting a little late. Gotta get ready for Betty Bye and all that. But we're gonna be doing more of this tomorrow. So I don't know if we're gonna land exactly at 2,500. I think don't know. We'll see. Either way, we're going to get to 2,500-ish, and then we're going to call it for the night. I'll just stay until 2,500. Yeah, it's going to be quick. Nice and quick. Call of Duty Ozone, exactly. It's a good game. Call of Duty is the next new hotness for the Switch 2. I'm leaking it here. My uncle is John Nintendo, so I have this inside information. Call of Duty will be coming out. That'll be early 2025. I like this community for the Lost part. Y'all, little weird sometimes. Yeah, it's for the most part. There's definitely some moments in here. I understand your hesitancy to completely say that you're 100% down with it. I get it. But I appreciate you guys too. I like hanging out with all y'all, even if it gets a little weird sometimes. A little strange. Shenanigans are welcomed, indeed. We have fun here. Weird does not equal bad, indeed. Sometimes it does, though. It just depends on the flavor of weird. I was really hoping Call of Duty would be coming out the back half. Unfortunately, the back half of 2024 does not appear to be Switch 2 territory. I thought it might be. My uncle John Nintendo was not very honest with me about when that was going to happen. As it turns out, people that take themselves too seriously crack me up so much. But I think I'm a cool fella. Oh, Spiel, you just got Shadow Realmed for a cool 10 seconds for a very, some might say bad take. I would say bad. Just like that, Spiel. What can you do? 10 seconds, you just get to visit the Shadow Realm just for a brief, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Your Uncle John Nintendo? My uncle is Tom Microsoft. Dude, they must be working together occasionally. They must be. They've been in cahoots. I got the Call of Duty clip. No. I can't talk. Tony, I see you there laughing. Don't be laughing. Stop it. I'm catching up. Have I? No, I've been in live chat. I've been good. I made base stats for Mega Weavile, not Mawile. That's already a thing. 170 attack, 141 speed. So you're just trying to make it a problem, huh? Ohio in the summer. Yeah, I don't think it would be a good time. That would be a fate worse than the Shadow Realm, although I guess we already knew that, didn't we? It was already the worse than the Shadow Realm option. You need to upload the clips as shorts. The only thing is I have a backlog of shorts. I do need to upload some shorts, though. I need to make it happen. Guys, we're going to have 2 more checks here. While we do these checks, I just want to say I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. I know it's a little bit slower paced, these Safari Zone checks, but I had a good time with them. 2,500 checks in a few hours with a lot of stream problems is not too bad. I appreciate you guys all hanging out. I appreciate y'all liking the stream. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please think about it. Help your boy out on the algorithm. And if you haven't subbed yet, we're on our way to 13k subscribers. The last main vid popped off. Congrats. I know. It's been doing pretty good. Now I need to make my next one like even better. That's the issue. Gotta follow it up with a spicy video. Guys, I appreciate everybody who has supported tonight. I know you guys don't have to pay to watch me on YouTube, so it means a lot that you guys decide to do it anyways. We have a few people paying even more for these memberships. We have Woodrow the Kid, Panky Rang, Zonathan04, Sir Shicker, Kasane V2, Z Toxic, Chrissy, Ellie Dogmeat, Vlad Shorts, Gilgamesh, McPablo Joel, Baby Pluto N, and in the cultist tier, we have Mistaken, Oriso, Raise Plays, 8th English of the Grandmaster Ceiling Cat Ouroboros, Volt, Fuji Toby, Avatar Hassani 17, Oxford, and Oxford. Paying a ridiculous amount of money. I really appreciate you guys. We have a lot of people in the cultist here, man. It's crazy. We're doing our final check, and then we're going to raid somebody. Let me quickly decide who we're going to raid. Then we'll go right after this. I think we'll go over to Bree the Struggle Bug doing some Dynamax adventures after this. Guys, here we go. Final check. Big money. I want to believe. No dice. Tomorrow, we're doing more Safari Zone shenanigans. I expect us to get well over 5,000 encounters. Pretty close to odds. Maybe 2 odds. I don't know. As long as the stream doesn't crash. Guys, we're going to go on a raid. We're going to do a hashtag calm raid. Guys, please don't spam. Please be respectful. Hang out for a little bit. Give her a like. Hang out for a bit. And I will see you tomorrow. Same time. Good night, everybody.